Good morning, everybody. I better make sure that you're in the first 30 seconds of the clip. Say hello.
Why?
Because the one yesterday that I put up, hey, you're not in it at all. Oh, no, you are in it, actually.
You can't do a vlog without Bob Game.
Oh, geez.
Okay? Well, it's not my fault. Not my fault.
Oh, good gravy.
So,
This is why it's a good thing he's leaving. He's all full of vim and vigor this morning. It is Saturday morning, and good morning. I hope you guys had a great week. Sorry that the video from yesterday did not have any sort of an ending to it. I was pretty tired when I came home last night. Huh?
yes.
I was pretty wiped out. So
I left you some pizza.
the party went. Oh, thank you. The party went very well. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I feel like I might cheat today and have a little caffeine.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
I'm gonna have to admit that to the person that said I didn't. So the party went really well. It was a lot of fun. Just exhausting. And today is baking day, as I told you guys. I have a camera that keeps shutting off at random. 1,
I offered to take care of
3,
that 2 weeks ago.
4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 things plus my toffee on my list here, and that does not include cutout cookies. I'm iffy on whether I'm making those or not. I'm leaning towards no because we have enough other stuff, and those aren't things I usually give in the. I give packages of goodies to people, and I don't usually put cookies in that. Anyway, so I'm making myself some coffee. So I'm moving this out of the way. What, did that scare you?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that scared me. It
Startled you, right?
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? I didn't say. It's 7 o'clock, and when Bob's going hunting today, it's T-zone. So I'm going to make him some eggs, and then I'm going to get started. Look, I got a new Pampered Chef cutting board, so I can toss my other one. It's got issues. So I'm making him some breakfast. I actually got up at 5:30, something like that, and I had to finish my video for this morning, fill in the description box and everything for later, and then I had to edit the vlog. I did that. That's what's going on. That you're all caught up now. It looks pretty froggy out there.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself.
It's supposed to be warm today, I think. So
That's not going to
could be a little
help the
froggy.
hunting.
No, well, you're gonna have to put on your really good eyes. See through the fog. I'm gonna make him some breakfast. I'll check in later. I'm preheating Bob's pan, but somebody was just asking me again about this. I've talked about this a couple of times. I buy this twice a year or so. It's the baby foot. You stick your feet in these things for an hour, and then 4 days later, your feet start to peel like a crazy person. And then they feel really soft, like a baby foot. So I'm gonna do that. I'll wait till after Christmas, but I wanted to have it. And then I need to wrap my ornaments. That's on the list for today too, in between baking. I was going to show you my sister sent some goodies. This I think is, oh yeah, that puff caramel corn. She always does. You guys probably remember maybe from last year that she's like a way bigger baking weekend than I. I don't even know how many. We'll ask her when she's here how many she made. She sent some peanut brittle for Bob. I don't appreciate peanut brittle. And then this is like a mix, like a chocolate
stuff
mix.
And the box stuff?
What?
There's homemade peanut brittle
Yeah.
and the box stuff?
Yeah, huh?
Wow.
And then she makes all different kinds of cookies. So there's probably 2 of each of the kind of cookies that she makes in here. You know.
Like I need them.
I say because we need more goodies.
Well, it's Christmas time.
Right.
Christmas, everybody's got
Bob's singing for you. You're welcome. And then in the fridge, she has, this is her candy, if I can do this one-handed. So that she puts all the mint stuff in a little bag so it doesn't smell everything else up. And yeah, she's got some fudge, peanut butter fudge in there. She did have, I don't know what that is, that's new. These are orange balls, I know that. This is my toffee recipe she uses. There were these, she always sends these, I don't know what they're called, but they're like really good coconut with just a little bit of bitter chocolate over the top, and then they have a cherry in them. Those disappeared right away when they got here. Both of them. I didn't even share with Bobby. They're teeny tiny. They're like this big. But they're really good. I keep meaning to ask her for the recipe for those. But I think I appreciate coconut more than you do. Eh?
Something.
Something. We need to get you a case for that.
Yeah. No.
He's unhappy with having to hold his iPad. It's really tough being you. I don't know how you do it.
I don't either.
Alright, I'm going to make some eggs. Okay, so here's an update for you. It's 8 o'clock. And I have gotten the presents all ready to go. And Bob has found some spanking deal on a Nissan Murano. Huh.
Yeah.
He was searching the internet this morning. So he's going to come home about 1. And about 1:30, we're going to head over to Appleton to take a look.
Unless I get a deer.
Unless he gets a deer. Then all bets are off.
Then everything changes.
Do you want to say goodbye?
I'll be back.
Oh, okay. I already kissed him goodbye. So this is what's going on here. I'll just explain this. I'm sure that you guys all have your own way of doing it, but whenever I'm going to get ready to wrap, and I just wanted to get these prepped now and off my table, and I'll wrap them later. But so I have the name of each child is underneath the thing, so I know who I'm wrapping for, and then I have the gift cards, who's going what and where. I have these little fun little gift card things that I'll put them in, and then there's a couple over there. So that's how I prep everything. I get it all in the boxes, labeled, ready to go, so that when I sit down and wrap, I can just bang, 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 bang them out. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm just going to adjust my schedule a little bit because of this. Bob doesn't think this deal will last very long on this vehicle, so we're going to go take a look. Just adjust accordingly. And tonight I can do some wrapping, or I might do a couple of things and then do some wrapping while I'm watching a Blacklist. I have 2 episodes left, and those are both on demand, so I can just watch them on TV. Yeah, so I just thought I would give you guys that update. We'll let Bobby say goodbye before he leaves. Oh yeah, what you waiting for? His phone, I looked down at his phone and I was like, is it doing an update? He's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, oh, you better stay in the Wi-Fi. I find that they go better and more smoothly in the Wi-Fi. Is it done? Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. And then it doesn't use data if you go out. So anyway, all right, I'll let you say goodbye.
Bye.
He's turned into me now. Head and phone at all the time. You are enjoying it, though. Maybe you can take a picture out in the woods today.
Somebody, yeah, I can do that, and we can post it on Instagram, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so, toffee recipe. This could not be easier. I promise you. This is not even worth doing a cooking with Kristin video on. So, first of all, a pound of butter. In here, starting to melt. 4 sticks of butter. And then, I let that melt a little bit, and then 2 cups of brown sugar. That is it, my friends. That is all that the recipe entails. So, you put those together, and then you pretty much stir constantly. Watch some YouTube videos, maybe an episode of your favorite show on Netflix, you know, whatever. And you stir, and you stir, and you stir. And once it gets over, use a thermometer. I used this one, which was this was a gift from a friend of mine a while back because he loves my toffee. So he gave me, I cannot get it down here. So this is the one that I use, but you can use, they sell the little, like the ones that look like a test tube sort of thing for like $1. So you can get that. And you just need to get it once it's above 240 degrees. And you don't want to do this at like high temperature. So once it gets above 240 degrees, you have to stir constantly for sure. I pretty much stir constantly the whole time because I'm a worrywart. And then you need to get it up to 300 degrees. Once it gets up to 300 degrees, you just pour it in a pan. So I use, I can show you here. I use a jelly roll pan like this, and I spray it with cooking spray. And then I don't spread it out through the whole thing. I'll show you what it looks like when I put it down on here. But I don't want it to be too thin. You want it to be too thick, and you don't want it to be too thin. So this works well for me anyway. I actually think I'll use probably my older ones versus those ones, so I have those free for baking. And then you just let it cool. I sometimes will literally drop the pan in the snow on the deck, because that will cool it much quicker, and then I can dip much quicker. But I don't think I'm dipping today. I think I'm just, it sounds so funny, I'm just going to make a couple of batches today. I don't know how many batches I'm making total this year. I'll usually start with 4 and then work my way, you know, through. And then what I use for dipping is the dark chocolate confectioner coating. That works the best. You're hard pressed to find a dark chocolate that will, although you can add some Crisco to it, but it just works the best for me. I know some people don't like it because it's not chocolate, but it works. It tastes like chocolate. It's fine. And you don't want to use milk chocolate or it will be way too sweet. So that really is it. Pound of butter, 2 cups of brown sugar, get it to 300 degrees, pour it in a pan, let it cool, and then you crack it. So I will show you the rest of that as, you know, as those things happen, but I just wanted to give you the rough because so many people have asked about this. So that's what it is. All right, so this is what it looks like, and it is kind of tricky to stir around the thermometer, but you know, you just figure out how you do it. So for a long time, the butter stays separated from the sugar, so don't like get worried about that. And round about maybe 210 degrees or so, then it will all come together and start looking like this bubbly goodness. And right now I'm at 239, so I'm going to put this down and concentrate on my stirring. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. You can kind of see how far out to the edge I went. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. When you dump it in, you know, I had to spread it out a little bit more. So you can make it thicker if you wanted. Whatever. I'm watching Kirsten, by the way. From It's Kirsten. All right, so I'm moving on to date bars. I'm letting this soak. And then once this, well, okay. I'm multitasking. So this is my mom's recipe, by the way. Here's a something. Here's a something. Whenever you ask for recipes from people, like if you want to get the recipe, particularly my mom and dad, I will ask them to write it down for me, not to email it or, I mean, they could copy the one they have, but whatever. I want to have my mom's handwriting. I want to have my dad's handwriting because someday they won't be there. So that was an emotional moment there. Good gravy. Sorry. So anyway, I asked her to write it down for me. So this is my mama's handwriting. This is my friend's handwriting. I don't know why. The toffee recipe I have memorized. I'm not quite sure why I get it out. But anyway, so I will hold this here so you can see. And then you can pause that. Hopefully you'll be able to read this well enough. And this is the back of it. So I'm making the filling for that. So I have chopped up, I think I showed you last week that I got the dates. So I chopped up the dates. I wasn't sure how small to chop them, so I kind of, here's a little rule of thumb for you. I kind of have a couple raisins. I kind of chopped them to the size of raisins so that they would cook at the same, not temperature, but at the same time frame. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I've never made this recipe before, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm on the second batch of toffee. Just put the stuff in there so I don't need to have the, you know, I don't need to have the thermometer in there yet. And then this is the date filling, and it's just raisins, dates, and a cup and a half of water. 2 cups of dates, half a cup of raisins, cup and a half of water. And you just let it do its thing. Stir often, it says. And 8 minutes or so, it should turn into like a jam sort of consistency. So we'll see. I need to get some water. Still watching It's Kirsten. She, you know, she talks a little bit. I'm telling you what, if you want to have a good little chuckle, it's rated probably PG-13, Kirsten is. But if you want to have a good chuckle, you go watch one of her videos. There's never a video of hers that I don't laugh out loud at. Seriously. Seriously. All right, I'm grabbing my cup here with a straw. And it's 5 to 9. I feel like I'm not going to get as far as I want to today due to the whole car shopping thing, but what are you going to do? It is 9:30. The date bars are in the oven. In the last batch of toffee, as I was coming over with a spoon, some of it went to drop off. And your first instinct, is, of course, is to catch it, right? So I burned the palm of my hand pretty badly. No blisters, but I got a different washcloth out, and I keep running it under cold water, and I'm just holding it in my hand and trying to work one-handed. It hurts, something fierce, let me tell you. So now, the show must go on. So now I'm moving on to butternut balls. And those, I have ingredients and recipes like everywhere. Things are very organized, but, and I realized I forgot, by the way, but I wonder if I'm going to make those. I realized that I forgot to get cornflakes, and many of you are saying, why cornflakes? Well, one of Bob's favorite candies that his mom would make is cornflake candy, and it's simply just cornflakes and milk chocolate, but you have to get like the right ratio. If you have too much of one or the other, it's all bad. So, I gotta keep the camera in this hand because, oh buddy, my hand hurts. And I can't make the peanut butter balls until I have the cornflake, because that's kind of what I do. I'll do the peanut butter balls, and then I dip those in milk chocolate. Then whatever's left of the milk chocolate, I'll add a little bit more, and then make the cornflake candy. So I can't do one unless I'm doing the other. So I'm gonna, since I have the oven on already, I'm gonna move on to the butternut balls. And those, oh, by the way, I was gonna say that before. I gotta put this away. The butternut balls are, you know, they kind of look on the outside like pfeffernusse, if you know what that is. But pfeffernusse to me is, I know it's supposed to be dry, so it's really dry. I don't like it, and I don't like anise flavor or, oh God, my hand hurts. Or, I don't like anise, I don't like black licorice, I don't like any of that. So anyway, by the way, I'm watching Laura and Joe, and they're, as usual, cracking me up. I mean, good gravy, you two. And Laura and her dad, oh God. Anyway. So these are really moist, and there's just like flour, butter, sugar, pecans. You roll them in powdered sugar when they come out. There's nothing like crazy special about them, but they're just really, really good. They're my favorite. So I think they probably are my favorite Christmas cookie. Anyway, I'm going to get at those. Okay, I kind of forgot to show you before, but these are what the butternut balls look like after I've formed them into little balls. So the recipe that I have is this. Feel free to pause and notate. And so they go in, you have to form, it looks really crumbly. It looks really crumbly like in the thing, and you're like, how are these going to form together? But you just form them together in your hands into balls, and then you bake them. It says 10 to 12 minutes. I think I do usually 9, and then see what they look like. Because I would rather have them be a little underdone and doughy than overdone and nasty. That's my preference anyway. So, yeah, and then when they come out, then you roll them in powdered sugar and put them on wax paper. And that's pretty much that. So, the date bars are just about done in the oven. They have about 6 minutes left, so they will come out. I'll crank the oven up to 400, put these ones in. And, yeah, I think I might make one more batch of toffee. I haven't decided exactly what my next thing is here, but I'll let you know. I just put the butternut balls in the oven, and get my towels out of the way here. I am, oh yeah, getting ready. I have like a shallow bowl. I always use this bowl right here. And I'm just going to put some powdered sugar in it. So when they come out, roll them around in that. And now I'm making Christmas shortbreads, and that is the recipe. There's really not a whole lot to it. You cream these 3 ingredients together, add the flour, and that has to chill. Chills for like 3 to 4 hours. I'm just going to wrap it up really well, and I'm not sure if I'll bake it tonight or tomorrow, but you slice them and then bake them. And then, you know what I'm doing every time I'm standing over here? I'm running my hand under cold water. And I definitely have blisters. Oh, Kristin, and I already looked. I have no burn cream or spray or anything. I don't think I've ever burned myself this badly while cooking. So anyway, so then after they chill, then you slice them and bake them, and then after you do that, then you dip half of them in chocolate. And then in nuts, the chocolate and in nuts. They're very pretty. They're nice to give as a gift because they look very pretty. So I'll show you those whenever it is that I finish them. But I'm going to roll them into, this is what it looks like, by the way. That's the dough. My ovens are both preheated. Delightful. So yeah, I'm gonna roll those into a little roll and get them in the fridge. I feel like this cooking day was just doomed from the get. I dropped my thermometer into a pan of water when I was washing dishes. And now I can't get it to turn on. Well, it turns on, but I can't see anything in the display. I mean, seriously. So, I can't make any more batches of toffee right now. So that is slightly annoying. But what are you going to do? I'll move on. It's 10:34, by the way. So, let's just run my hand under cold water again. I think I've heard somewhere that vinegar helps take the burn out. So maybe I'll try that. But I'm going to make fudge next, I think. Let's just take inventory. I feel like I can't even think straight right now. I mean, seriously. Okay, let's just see. Date bars, we did those. Christmas shortbreads, those are done. Butternut balls, those are done. You can take out the frosting and the cutout cookies because if those happen, I think I'm going to wait till my nephews are here. So all I have left is the peanut butter balls and the fudge, and I can't do the peanut butter balls till I get, and the cornflake candy, till I get cornflakes. So really all I have left is fudge. So my camera shut off. So I think I'm doing all right. I'm going to make the fudge, and then I might dip those first 2 batches of toffee. We shall see. But yeah, cooking along. Okay, fudge is there. I felt like it was going to be just too thick if I put the all of it in here, so I just put a little thing in here that I can cut in a few pieces. Bob can take it as lunch, by the way. Do you see that? Oh, it hurts really bad. So this is the toffee, and now I literally just do this. It's hard to do one-handed, but I'll just kind of move the pan around, poke, 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 break into pieces, and then put into here to refrigerate. I will show you that when I'm done. Well, my friends, it's 6:15, and I, for the first time, and I don't even know how long, when was the last time I forgot the camera? It's been a really long time. I forgot the camera. So we have been to Appleton and back. Let me hang up my jacket here. We just got back, and yeah, I did a little vehicle shopping, and then I had to go get a new, I went and got another, just like an inexpensive candy thermometer so that I could finish the toffee in case mine didn't come back to life. Tomorrow, I'll do some more toffee tomorrow, and got some new baking sheets just because the ones I used for the toffee are just really getting old and they need to be thrown out. Yeah, that's what we did. It just took a really long time to do all of that. So we're home now, and my hand still hurts like a son of a gun. This is what it looks like. I put a picture on Instagram. It's not as bad as it was, pain-wise. So yeah, I just really hope I don't break any of those blisters by accident. I'm going to try to be really careful. But we got some chicken at the deli at the grocery store. That is what dinner is tonight because I'm not feeling it. And then we got a few other groceries. But all right, we're going to eat. I got to wrap some gifts. What do you have to say? Anything?
How many dishes does it take to make a batch of fudge? What in the world?
I made
here?
way more dishes. I made way
my-
more things than one batch of fudge. Do you see all this goodness here?
Jeez.
You see what I'm dealing with? Do you see?
10 less
So-
could have been done.
These can go in the garbage. These pans just no good. I actually had to throw out a batch of fudge. Did I tell you? Maybe I didn't tell you, or not a batch of fudge, a batch of toffee. I've had these pans forever, and it's never happened before, but all of a sudden the black stuff on here, it came off on my toffee. So it was just kind of a jinxed baking / candy making day from the get-go. Not my best day. What are you going to do? You got to smile and laugh at it because there's no point in getting upset. All right, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, it is 10 o'clock Saturday night. Might be the latest I've ever vlogged before. I just finished wrapping all of the presents and getting stuff put away. So I'll show you you guys what I do. I separate them out to like different places that they have to go. So Like those are the ones that are going to my mom and dad's. This is Bob's family. And godchildren. And then the ones that, I'm not sure if I'm going to see my brothers, my baby brother's kids, the ones that are getting baptized tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to see them for Christmas this year, so I'm going to bring them tomorrow just in case. And then these I just need to get gift bags for. And then these are all other ones that are wrapped. And I think I am done with wrapping, aside for Miss Carissa's. Her birthday was just a couple weeks ago, and I used up all my good ideas on her birthday. I got her a couple of really, things that were just like the perfect gift. You know how you sometimes just run into the perfect gift. So I gave her for her birthday. So this week I will find something for her for Christmas. I have a couple of ideas, but nothing that I love yet. So we'll see. But anyway, so I'm going to end this vlog with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a really great Saturday and you're having a good Sunday. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.